How about now? Yo, I was sitting here testing out some new stuff for the live stream. That's why I was just sitting here, like taking a little bit of extra time, getting things ready for everybody. I thought I was doing things like hot stuff, and look at me here. I'm slipping. Can you guys hear me now? You can hear me now? All right, cool, cool, cool. Listen, I'm going to start that over. But yo, welcome everybody. Thank you for coming. Fromly, we are back. Listen, it's been a very long time since we've had an opportunity to break down this show. And now we are back. We are getting to do it again. We're going to actually get to go through an episode as a Fromly. Look for all the clues that I caught, you caught, put our clues together and try to figure out why on earth, finally, maybe we can figure out this show is called From. I'm your host, Anthony. I'm with the movie blog. And of course, I'm going to be your host throughout the rest of the night. I don't have any guests tonight. I don't have anybody with me tonight. So it's just going to be us. I hope you guys don't mind. How do I sound? Do I sound better? Because like I sat here and I was like, how about if I just try moving the mic a little bit? Maybe if I just move the mic a little bit, they can hear me a lot better. Hopefully I sound better than I usually do in the live streams. I am using a different camera, so sorry about that. It's a little bit, it's not quite the same, but I'm doing some work as we stream, and I need it on my screen. I can't have this big camera in my face, so bear with me, y'all. Hopefully it sounds better, but yeah, I don't even know where to start with this episode because this episode came in disrespectful. Boy can't even visit his wife's grave without getting grabbed by the damn ground. The ground, y'all. Yo, what? This is like a new level of like breaking a man. Like, what more can you do? Ethan is out here running a full quest like he's the main character now, even though his name ain't on the game, like Link in Zelda. It's not your game, bro. It's called Zelda. Your name is Link. Jade is one bad decision away from unlocking his brain like it's DLC content. You know, when you used to have to use the code? Y'all remember when I used to have to use the code to unlock this stuff? Like, you get the extra section if you did the code. Anyway, I don't even know if they do that anymore. And Tabitha, yo, she's about to dive head first into a murder tree like it owes her money. Like, she just left her kids a note. A freaking note, like, all right, I guess that note will raise them. Like, what was it? Yo, but there's so much to go through in this episode. This episode is called Merrily We Go. Ain't nothing merry about this episode, but that's not what's important. What is important is, for the first time in a minute, this story is actually moving. It's actually moving. So tonight, I'm going to break down everything that we've been able to see up until this point, what changed, what matters. And yeah, we're going to talk about what we think grabbed Boyd. Like, what the hell, yo? And if you're new here, do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe, join the Fromly. If you're watching me live, let me know in the comments. If you're watching in the replay, hey, leave a comment. I mean, if you're watching live, hit me in the chat, right? Because that's what you get when you're a subscriber. Hit me in the chat. And if you're watching the replay, hit me in the comments. I appreciate you. Let's get into it. All right, so who do we have here tonight? I know there's a few of us here tonight. Who do we have here tonight? Let me go ahead and set this up a little. Let me see who's up in the comments. Let me give you some space to breathe. There we go. Oh, let me see who's been here. Listen, if you're new here, do me a favor. Let me know your name, where you're checking in from, what city, what state, what country. Maybe we've have some Fromly in the house who have hit up your city. It makes, maybe I've been there. I've been doing a bit of traveling. It makes me feel just a little bit closer to y'all. If I could feel like I could relate to some of the places you are, and maybe it's someplace I've been. Let me know. Let me know in the comments. Again, if you're not new here and you still just want to rep your city, you can still do it. It's fine. Let's do it. I rep my city all the time. Let's go. Let's go. You know what it is. You know what it is. This is for Vince. You know what it is. Let's get back to it. Who do we got up in here? Who do we got up in here? All right, let's see. There's some people up in here talking about my sound. The sound is good. We got Man in Black. What's going on, Man in Black? Appreciate you showing out, showing love for Michael. Did you see the movie? Did you see the movie? Yo, did you see my interviews? Right? I had a chance to talk to Antoine Fuqua, the director, ask him some questions. I was able to talk to Nia Long, Katherine Jackson, the mama. Scratch that one off the bucket list. I was able to get up into that movie. Let me know what you think about that movie. Oh man, come on, man, come on. We in this together. Don't be like that. Come on. All right. What do we got? Who else we got up in here? We got Gothic Chica. Appreciate you. I don't think mine, like when Vince does it, it does the hearts in it. I don't. I'm not on an Apple, so it don't. It's not that respectful. Felt like this episode dragged. Okay, all right. Felt like this episode dragged. I'm curious to. Let's go over some things, okay? Let's go over some things, and then after we go over some things, you let me know if you still feel that way in a little bit. Who else we got up in here? We got Deborah Sonnenberger checking in from Niagara Falls. Oh, I know Niagara Falls. So I went to school in a little city called Buffalo, New York. I know what y'all up to up there. First off, y'all have some of the best wings, fried food, fries in the world. You probably going to take 2 hours to get delivery, but you got some of the best, especially if you just go there and sit down. If you're able to dig your way through that snow, it's only about 12 feet out there. Hopefully you got a plow at the front of your car because they ain't plowing your street. They're not plowing your street. But thank you for checking in from Niagara Falls. I appreciate you. Host, we got up in here. We got Cypher checking in from PA. Yo, I know Philly is feeling good right now, right? Y'all feeling too bad y'all about to hit this brick wall called New York. I'm sorry. It is what it is. This is what's going on. You just got a tennis advert. You should have got a Frumley t-shirt advert. You could get the Frumley t-shirt that I'm repping right here, Flight of the Cromanacle, up in the movie blog store. Let's see who else we got up in here. Pittsburgh. You repping them Sixers tonight though, right? I bet you is. Brooklyn, let's go. I respect the way you spelt it too. Alabama, Michael was good. Richmond, Virginia up in here. Thank you for coming through here. To Virginia from Richmond, Virginia. I think I saw the UK up in here at 2 a.m. I'm scrolling as fast as I can. I know we got a lot to talk about. So thank you everyone for coming through. Let me know what you felt dragged in this episode. I'm going to talk through some of the things that I was really excited about because it feels like this episode is actually moving all of the right pieces and all of the right people together that I've been dreaming of since this show started. Let me see where we could begin. Oh, let me try out my nice little let me put this over here. You know, I got some new toys to play with. All right, so bear with me. I'm gonna play with some of my new toys. And we're gonna see how it works out. All right, just rock with me. All right, well, just rock with me. I'm gonna just see how this works out. See, that was supposed to be a little bit smoother. I was supposed to get this comment off the screen, and I was supposed to let me just act like that didn't happen. Let's just act like that didn't happen. Let's go back. See, that was almost cool, but I forgot to take the comments off the screen. But that's okay. Y'all understand what it is that I was trying to do here. I'm getting in some little fancy transitions coming up. We know this one.
let y'all know. Hey, I wanna let y'all know.
All right, we got a nice little super chat. Did you peep Randall looking real unfamiliar during the funeral? He was looking nervous. Yeah, I did peep that. I actually did peep that. That was one of the cool things about it. Um, and it's one of the things that I'm going to get to a little bit in the episode. I see you, Markeisha, showing off your membership smiles, your TMB smiles. Don't forget, membership is a thing. All throughout the season, I'm going to be dropping clues, bombs, all these wonderful interviews that I get with the cast and the creators a little bit ahead of time for the members. I have 2 membership tiers. I'm not really trying to go nuts on you guys. There's a $2 tier, and like if you really love me and you really want to show me support, a $4.99 tier. I'm going to be dropping these things pretty frequently right now because we're doing stuff weekly. I also do drop things that are non-from related. So if you guys are ever interested in that, you can always check that out as well. But yeah, go ahead, think about joining the memberships. Let me go ahead and throw this up here. Again, thank you if you're new here. If you're just now joining in, hit that like button, hit that subscribe. Follow me on other social media platforms. And if you feel generous, there's your ways to show your appreciation at the bottom. But yeah, there's a couple things in this episode that I really, really appreciated that this episode was able to do. So I know that some of you guys are saying that this episode dragged, but I feel like this episode is doing something that other episodes really didn't do very much, which is like start moving things into position, just changing the trajectory of things a little bit before this rocket ship takes off. Now, we're going to get into what those minor things were or what those little subtle things were that really made a big difference. We already talked a little bit about our people, Boyd, but let me get into this right here. Well, I'm gonna circle back to this. Let me, because I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself with the Gulagog just a little bit, just a little bit. Let me get over here instead, and let's start off with Fatima and Elgin. Fatima and Elgin are really, they're really a problem. They're really a whole problem right now to me. So right now we've got this whole thing where Fatima and Elgin are working together. Ooh, I'm a little hot, y'all. You know what? I might take my hat off. I'm going to break protocol just this once. It's a little warm, but let's get into it. Fatima and Elgin are moving in silence, and there's nothing about this that I'm comfortable with. Nothing. First off, we already seen that Elgin was susceptible to this place in order to be convinced to work with the kimono woman. Second off, we know that Fatima is giving birth to monsters. She's out here biological monster making in Fromtown. And when she says all of a sudden, you know what, I want to start collecting some dirt, I'm concerned. I'm very, very concerned. So we've got a lot of movement going on here. Now, I'm curious what you all think in the comments. If you guys are concerned about this being a bad thing, or is this something where Fatima is actually doing something that might help? Now, I keep wondering this one thing that Ethan said way back in season 1, I think it was, when they were writing their theories up on the wall in the Matthew's house. He was asking to put one more thing on the wall, and it was, is there anyone trying to help? So now that something really bad has happened, maybe there's an ebb and flow where something good is going to happen in order to balance things out. So let me see what you guys think about this one. Classic third, fourth episode of a season, I'd say. Okay, I want to say it's a little bit better. I think we're still a little sore about seasons 2 and 3. I want to say season 4 is a little bit better with what they're doing, because follow me. I felt bad for Elgin, especially after she forgave him. You felt bad for, I mean, he did lose an eye. He did lose an eye. I mean, but look what she did. Look what he did to her. He kidnapped her, locked her in a room, and worked with a demon of this town to give birth to a monster out of her womb. I'd say they're even. It's feeling a little eye for an eye-ish. You know what I'm saying? Like, just like this, there's really nothing else to discuss anymore. Can you please pass the salt? Right? Like, what are we talking about? There's nothing to talk about anymore. But yeah, I'm a little surprised you out here feeling bad for Elgin. I do not understand why Fatima would ever trust Elgin or be near him. That is valid. That is a valid concern. That I think she's gonna try to summon her son. What is this? Final Fantasy? Smiley. Like made her drink his nasty blood. Yeah. Yeah, but he didn't know. He didn't know what? He didn't know what. Hold on. Sir. Let's not forget. Elgin was the first one on the bus to be like, we shouldn't be here. We should not be in this place. He was the first one to have a bad feeling about. We've never seen anyone else react the way Elgin did when he came to this town. He immediately knew there was trouble. Don't get him, man. Elgin is in. What are we? I'm crashing out right now. What? Are we watching? Nah. I can't rock with you, fam. Can't rock with you, bro. Clarence and Elgin are both one-eyed jacks. Damn. We need one more because you know they come in threes. We need one more. Victor said he was a problem. Yo. He did. Fatima done off Tilly and she got no smoke. Listen, did you not see what Boyd said to this man at the end in last episode? Whatever you think you saw didn't happen. Yeah, Sarah didn't happen, right? Find out. F around and find out. I got you. And then he just sat over there and Denzel Washington in Training Day laughed and went off. Try me, boy. Got no idea what that dirt is for. He didn't know kidnapping women is wrong. Let's go. Where's Tilly's body? Tilly who? What Tilly? What are you talking about? Tilly? What Tilly? What else is going on in this episode? Acosta. Ma'am. If you ain't never, I'm gonna need you to stop doing your best Marvel Squirrel Girl audition when you make this little Cinderella face you got going on right here. I need you to stop doing that, okay? But what I do really appreciate is this whole thing where we're moving a little bit further with Acosta. Now, she's going through things in a crash course, right? She just got to town. Monsters. She didn't really get to go through the whole figuring it out the slow way where people go through town twice and then they get, like, things went out of order for her. And ever since she's got here, she struggled to really get a feel for this place. And the other thing that we have to remember is that she's adapting to this place alone. She doesn't have a partner. She doesn't have a friend. She doesn't have any family. She's not used to these people. All she has is her instincts, which are telling and screaming her, none of this makes sense. So at this point, all she wants to know is if, hey, could you loan a sister a bullet? Just one. You won't even have to clean it up. It's fine. I'll go deep. You know what I'm saying? Like she's somewhere else right now. And God bless her. She is mentally cracking, but I think that her going on a crash course of From Town is going to be essential. And we're going to I'm going to get back to that. What else happened up in here? We got Sophia up out here collecting teeth like that. Like, ma'am, what type of tooth fairy is you? And I know a lot of y'all want to give this fairy theory some more legs. She's proving y'all, she's giving y'all a lot. She's giving y'all a lot. She's giving y'all so much right here. She's collecting teeth. So this made me think about Toby with Sarah, and the voices were telling her that she had to put a blade to Toby's mouth. And a lot of people were like, must have taken Toby's tongue, had to have taken Toby's tongue, right? And I'm like, maybe. But now we're also seeing that this little devil in yellow has a penchant for teeth. So I'm wondering if this is more to support the concept that the man in yellow is a fairy or a fae or one of those fairy tale tooth fairy monsters. Yeah, that happened. And then we also got Jade out here collecting mushrooms that he found in the ground like a Mario brother. And he's thinking that he's going to power himself up if he just, gives it the old college try. And I love this. Oh my gosh, can I tell y'all how much I love this? Let me get into this for a second. He talked about how Miranda started seeing images of this place when she went on an acid trip with Henry. That was the show planting the seed for this moment here, because now the show is moving things into place to take off like a rocket. We had this moment where Donna asked Boyd, hey, you really think it's a good idea to have this man taking mushrooms? And Boyd was like, hey, I don't think you understand. A little boy popped out in the forest in an all-white suit and said, we're running out of time. All bets are off. We're doing Hail Mary. Eat the shrooms, Jade. Eat the cake. And eat the shrooms, Jade. Eat them. At this point, we have to try whatever we can. And I see them this is gasoline on a fire type moment. This is him getting the gasoline to pour on your fire, your bonfire. We're about to take off. And I love this. I love that the show is silently moving things into place. Fatima and Elgin, I don't know what they're doing, but I feel like it's going to be really important. Acosta mentally cracking. I don't know why they did it like that, but it feels like it's going to be real important. The teeth collecting, that's just creepy. But this mushroom, this feels solid. And let me say one more thing. That really, really, really made this episode amazing. Ethan officially started his quest. This young man has been talking about this quest since season 1. He's been putting together the pieces of this puzzle since the very beginning. Hey, every single time somebody told him a concept, a rule, of anything about this place, he had an answer for it. Oh, we're here. Maybe we're on a quest. Maybe we're here to rescue someone. Oh, Jade, you're seeing symbols? Maybe, well, you got to be careful because sometimes there's good symbols and sometimes there's bad symbols. But you never know which one you got. He's been spitting out all sorts of rules. And I pointed out in my season 1, episode 8 deep dive, there's this one crucial moment I think we're going to really feel is very important by the time this show ends, when Victor made sure Ethan got a hold of his drawings. And we had moments in that episode that, for no reason whatsoever, than to plant seeds, they had a camera pointed at Ethan sitting on the couch. I'm sorry, sitting on the dining room table, just looking at the drawings. Nobody's around. There are no words. The camera just sat there. It lingered and then it moved on. But it made sure that it was not cut from the show. It needed to be seen. And now we see this young man starting to go on his quest. He's been talking about this quest, about the Chromonacle, since the very beginning. And not only is he going on this quest, he's going on this quest with people who support the idea. Jade has been trying to find people to rock with him and figuring out the mystery from the very beginning. But his problem was he was asking the wrong people. He kept going to Jim, an engineer. Hey, man, listen, I know you're trying to do this a mechanical way. Let's see if we could get a radio signal. But I keep seeing this symbol. It pops up on me sometimes after I smoke. And he was going to the wrong people with the right questions. And now he's surrounded by the right people. And he's got Victor pulling him in. Victor, the one person he's been trying to get open up since he got here. He knows Victor has answers. And now Victor is the one who's saying, hey, man, maybe we should try to figure this out. I love this. This trio right here is everything to me. I'm curious what you all think about this trio getting together. Yeah. Are y'all even on? Let me see. Oh man, I don't put the chat away. Let me see what you all are saying out here. What is everybody saying about this trio right here? Yes, Ethan is finally getting his shine. Yes. Studying like he got a spelling bee. Yes. Jade knew it was written or fate to find the shrooms. Now, this is an interesting concept right here. Because after something really bad happened with Jim getting deleted, we're starting to see things happen that feel like they might be supporting or helping the characters in From Town. Kind of like how out of nowhere they found vegetables growing way out by the settlement. It feels like this is one of those things along those lines where Jade just happened to find something that would make him hallucinate to unlock what he hopes are those locked memories. Now, do we think, Fromley, that this is just how the story goes? Do we think that there's something or someone out there trying to help them? Let me know what you think in these comments. What do you think caused those mushrooms to show up for Jade? Let me see. I think I have some. Let me try something. I told you I was going to be trying some tools. I'm going to try some new toys. So let me try some new toys out with y'all. Let's see if this works. All right. What do you think caused the mushrooms to appear for Jade? A little bit of a typo, capital A, right? But I was typing real quick. It's a cool little thing. Just trying this out for the first time. let's move this over there. There we go. But yeah, let me know what y'all think in the comments. Manny Yellow is so OP so far. I can't even imagine how they beat him. Cheat codes. It's got to be a cheat code. Hit the like button fromly. Yes, thank you, Monique. I appreciate you. How many people we got up in here? How many like? I don't even have. Let me see. I don't even know how many likes there are. I'm saying that there's it's like 100 of you guys watching on YouTube. Can we get 100 likes? Maybe. Appreciate it. Appreciate the love. Let's get these likes up. If you're watching as a replay, you could also give it a like. I really appreciate y'all. But I'm really, really, really curious about what you guys think is happening with Jade right now. As I also do the Vince Taylor stall and slow down my speech while I'm pulling something up on my other screen and seeing what's happening as far as the likes. Okay. We got 51 likes, y'all. We got 51. Yo, half of y'all in here gave this video a like. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Listen, the other half, if y'all could please do me a favor, also give this video a like. As y'all can see, as you put a number up, the poll is, this is how you vote. All you got to do is put a number in the chat, and it's going to put your information in the poll. So far, right now, it looks like there's a strong number of people here who feel like it's just part of the story. Oh, it looks like there's some people out here who starting to say there's someone helping. It's getting stronger. It's getting, yo, okay. What are y'all saying in the comments? You know, I laughed hard, but you know what? You know what? That's not sounding like a terrible idea when you really think about it. I mean, if there are several of these people here who remember being here, and Ethan is now theorizing, like, hey, man, maybe I didn't make the story up. Maybe I was just remembering it. Maybe we need to get this little man a little taste. I'm not saying he need a whole. Let's pace him. Let's pace him. But maybe he just need a little. Just a little nibble. You know what I mean? Because he's over here talking chromonacle stuff. Maybe he could make it make sense. Anyway. Let me see what that was. Oh man, that was random. Let me see. What are y'all saying out here? Studying like the trio will get the puzzle to solve. The trio will get the puzzle of From Town solved. I think they're going to be major parts of it. I do think they're going to be major parts of it. We got the magic mushrooms. I think Julie is working in the background. Yes. Yes, that's what I've been talking about. I've been saying this for a little bit too, right? I think Julie is out here realizing how to manipulate the story without changing the story. I think she's yeah. This side eye is for you. Hello, Maria Gracia Lasayas. Wait, excuse me. Maria Gracie Lasayas. Excuse me. Maria Gracie Lasayas. I really apologize. Welcome. Welcome to the show. Appreciate you coming through. For every evil force, there's a good force. They just haven't found it yet. But that's the thing. The town has been giving them things to give them hope and feed itself from it. Was that the town? Was that the town? Ellis, why? Why you pull Ellis into this? He's just a bystander. But it seems like the more people get to settle with it, we're all in agreement that there's someone helping. There's someone out there doing things to help. Who do we think planted those crops for the Frumley to find? Who do we think just helped some mushrooms grow right when they were needed most? Who do we think that don't, you know what? Ooh, ooh, got to be careful with what I say. You know, this is why I didn't invite Vince, because I felt like he was going to start this game of his where he's just going to be like, let's see if we can make Anthony slip. Right? He likes to see if I'm going to make faces about what's happening in future episodes. This is why I can't invite him. But yeah, it's seeming like more and more folks are on board with the idea that there's someone out there helping our resident heroes in this show. But yeah, I'm really excited about Ethan starting his quest. This is a major development, and look who he had with him. Believers. And then we got Boyd Bailey holding this town together. Like, my guy Boyd is going through it. Like, man, like, this is rough. Like, he just started off in the first episode realizing he's now Smiley's grandfather. That's the first thing. The second thing is that his daughter-in-law is traumatized really, really badly. His son, so far, has been completely useless and has done nothing in this entire series so far. Man, they don't got nothing for Ellis. Like, all he did was get stabbed and break his arm. He ain't do nothing this whole show. But Boyd watched Mrs. Lou get deleted in front of him slowly overnight. And then he got grabbed by the ground. He is barely holding on. He already broke, right? He did break. Let's not forget. He did break. Then he fixed himself up, took what little bit was left of him, and started to try to hold things together. So Boyd is really, really going through it right now. Like, this isn't a contest, a pity contest on who's getting it the worst. But Boyd, his name is in the conversation. His name is in the conversation. He's definitely got his name in the hat for people who have had it the worst in Frumtown, who are still alive. But yeah, this episode, like I said, there's several little shifts. This key shift is that people are not just surviving anymore, right? They're not just out here trying to figure out how to hang up a talisman and carve out a life for themselves in this town. Now they're investigating. They're trying to put this all together. They're trying to really believe the story and get themselves home. Julie is listening to Ethan. She believes him. Victor is engaging. You know what? Let me. Julie is listening to Ethan. She went to go get his book because she believes him that much. Victor is engaging. The last time someone tried to get this man to engage, he was like, I am home. He's engaging now. Jade's experimenting. He's trying something new. He's trying something new. He's tried everything logical, scientific, mathematical, uh, theoretical. Now he's trying something new. And Tabitha, yo, this lady is gambling, yo. She's gambling with the house's money. She's over here like, I left a note. You left a note, man, yo. So I hope some of you have had the opportunity to check out my interview with Catalina Sandino Marino. I put some of the interview up in my deep dive. I'm actually going to play some of it for us here. Because I think it was a really cool interview because a lot of the Frumley has had it with Tabitha, right? A lot of people are saying Tabitha is a problem, not making any great decisions. She's probably one of the most frustrating characters for the Frumley walking around in this show right now. And that's saying a lot when you got One-Eyed Elgin, Screwdriver Sarah, and Kidnapping Acosta running around. So to say that Tabitha is taking the crown for the Frumley's most irking character award is crazy work. Crazy work. But like I said, let me go ahead. Let me share my little quick interview I did. Well, some of my interview. This is just some of it. This isn't all of it. This is just some of it. Mainly because Catalina and I started to get into things that were a little spoilery. And I had to cut some stuff out of this interview because I didn't want to ruin the show for y'all. So you'll see more of what I asked her later on as the season progresses. But let me go ahead and share with you guys what I said with Catalina. Let me put this up over here. Oh,
Catalina, so excited to speak
Hi,
with you.
how are
How are
you?
you doing? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Good to speak with you again.
Yeah, same.
I know I'm on the clock, so I got to kind of rush into this. Um, Tabitha's been getting a lot of the short end of the stick with fans this season. And I don't know if you're seeing.
Oh, my kid has been telling me that they hate you. I'm like, oh well.
Can you tell us a little bit? Where do you think Tabitha's mind is right now? Now after episode 2, Jim's gone. Where is she right now?
I feel that some people like her, some people hate her. I don't agree with a lot of with not a lot, but like a few things that she's done regarding her children. I would want to find my husband if that was in the bag. I wouldn't want to open the bag and be like, oh yeah, that's my husband and my kids far away from me. I would want to go with my kids. Like I would
Right.
never want to be that tough. I'm not that tough to be opening a bag knowing that my husband could be there. It's horrible. It's not me, but Tabitha is. Um and this is an example of things that I would never do, but Tabitha does. And I understand that that people behave in ways because they are broken, they're going through grief. She's a broken girl. I mean, like, she lost a child. How can you recover from losing a baby? It's impossible. So she's been broken from the beginning, and now she deals with her husband's death, even though her husband, they want a divorce. Um, he's the father of her children. He's the father of her children, and they have a long history together. Julie is what, 17 in the
Yeah.
show, so they've known each other for a lifetime. How can you, y- you know, you love them, you hate them, you love them, you hate them, but at the end of the day, you love them. You know, it's very difficult, and it's a human thing, and it's, you know, people do it all the time.
Folks, I'm very excited to speak with you again. Loving your performance, even if the fans are not liking your
Oh, I
character.
love, you know
You're
what? I love that people have those kind of reactions, because it means that you're doing something well. You know, it means that it's very, you know, when I watch a movie and the movie just hits me in certain places, I'm like, oh, I hate this person. How dare, like, I get, you know, I have emotions. If you're just watching a show and they're like, okay, next episode, next episode. I love when people love or hate, or, you know, it's part of the whole thing. It's fine. I love it.
you're, you're doing it so well.
Thank you,
Thank you so
Anthony.
much. Looking forward to speaking.
But now I want to hear from y'all. What grab boy? What do you think the trees act? Okay, I'm back. I don't know how I got to this layout. That's right. I got this nice little cheat thing though, so I can start doing this. Let me always remember I have a stream deck now. Let me see. What are y'all saying? I did put up this little poll while we were in the video as far as everyone getting an opportunity to vote. Who do we think is the most annoying? I'm sorry, I did put Elgin twice. Maybe it's just because I'm like, I feel like we're friends now. He's been on the live stream. He's breaking down episodes with us. I could pick on him a little, you know, we're like following each other. So I felt like I could do this with Elgin. I hope you cool with Nathan. If you watching, I'm just playing with you, man. I'm just playing with you. But it seems like an overwhelming amount of people are voting for Tabitha. And Acosta, she's getting a lot of write-ins. She's getting a lot of write-ins. I see Acosta in the chat as well. Like some people's like, it don't get much worse than you know what? I should have put her name in there. I definitely should have put Acosta up in there to be a consideration instead of putting Elgin twice. But yeah, it seems like by far Tabitha is the most annoying character of the Fromley. Let me see. What else did I have for us tonight? Ooh, yeah. You know, I'm sitting here and I'm talking about some stuff. Let me hide the poll for a second. I'm gonna keep the poll running in the background. If you can still answer 1, 2, 3, or 4 if you want to participate. It's still collecting your results. But I do want to let me add myself back. So wait, what? What is that sharing? Oh, let's share this again. Now, I want to talk a little bit about the major theme of this episode a little bit more. Now, I talked a little bit about Ethan realizing he's on a quest, engaging on that quest. Jim told him to go find the Lake of Tears. He started to put together his party and start looking for the Lake of Tears. I rocks with that, for real. But the little detail he mentioned here that really just puts him in a completely different light when you really analyze some of the things that he was saying in this scene. Maybe I didn't make this up. Maybe I just thought I did. And what? This I don't think we really need to pay attention to that, because that line right there, this changes everything. We're not talking about Ethan having an imagination from reading a childhood story. We're not talking about him just being a child trying to cope with some adult situations. We're talking about memory. And if Ethan is remembering, then that means this place might be planting ideas in people before they even get here. Right. And he started to hint at a couple of different ways that this could go. Now, I know some of you immediately were like, "Oh, is he also one of the folks that are getting reincarnated?" I'm gonna get to that, but he did mention how Tabitha remembered or thought she remembered the red rocks, but actually it was because she was there as a little girl. We also have Victor, who has a crap ton of suppressed memories. If you think about how Tabitha all of a sudden remembering things that she encountered as a little girl, Ethan interpreting aspects of From Town as stories in the books that he just happened to be reading, that his parents happened to get for him. And then you've got Victor with his suppressed memories. And also, let me also mention Jade trying to unlock something by taking the mushrooms. You've got 3 to 4 people right here trying to just work on memories. And now we can put Ethan in this circle with Tabitha and Jade potentially trying to remember things that they've encountered or done in the past. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if we find out that the author of the Grand Gulagog and the Chromonacle are Ethan in a past life. I wouldn't be surprised. And the reason he's so adept at interpreting the story is because he wrote it, because he was here before. I would not at all be surprised if we find out Ethan wrote those books, or at least a past version of Ethan. This isn't random anymore. This is a system. People come here, they try, they feed the cycle. If they aren't successful, they get deleted and they come back and they try again. Or at least people come here to fulfill a role and try again. Let me see what y'all are saying in the comments. Man, but like y'all didn't even give Elgin or Ellis a chance in the poll. Like the poll is wild. Everybody's like, yeah, Tabitha. She's the most annoying. And Catalina, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, y'all. But let me see what else you all are saying in the comments. Where's my little comments window? It disappeared on me. Here we go. Acosta is the worst. Yeah, I think Acosta is the worst. It's the first 3 episodes. I think she comes around sooner than later. I wish Tabitha would actually talk to the other characters. This one annoys me too, because a lot of people are sitting here being forthright and open about the supernatural things they're encountering. Tabitha isn't. She's still trying to do things on her own, isolate herself, insulate and buffer from other people getting hurt. She left a note. Tabitha is one of the only characters not working with a group. Well, and Julie, but at least she has Randall. Who's that one lady at Cowling House that got the glass in her eye? She got on my nerves too. Clara? Clara got on your nerves? Clara. What did Clara do to you? She's been the most helpful assistant. That's Clara. She always in the mix. Yo, y'all wild for that one. I think Acosta will end up being a huge hope to these folks. I think so too. I think Acosta is being. Whoa. Slow down. Slow all the way down. Thank you. We don't do that. Not with Kenny. Not with Kenny. Not with Fuhan. No. Absolutely not. When's she going to tell Victor and Ethan are brothers? This lady still got 2 husbands. There's nothing but thruples around here. Jim had to go because you can't have a party with 4. Anyway, I think Victor got his memories back by looking at the yellow suit. I'm feeling like Constantine and Frumville got as a kid with an ant farm. There will be no Clara hate. Not it will not be tolerated. Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad it's not just me. Clara and Kenny are under our protection. Oh, yes. Yes. Ooh. I don't know if you guys can hear that fan, but it's saving lives right now. Yeah, not Kenny, not now, not ever. The boy and how did we get here? How did we get here? But you know what where we are right now?
Yeah, it feel good, don't it?
Thank you, thank you, thank you, Shinji Lamarta. Appreciate you for giving your 199 and showing support to this channel. I really, really appreciate it. Hey, listen, I'm here tonight. I'm honestly, I wasn't even planning on being here tonight. You guys probably noticed that there was no setup, there was no real countdown. I kind of freestyled a lot of this live stream. I got things are interesting right now in my life, and I wasn't sure if I had no intention of live streaming tonight. It was unplanned. I wanted to be doing other things, but I ended up having an opportunity to stream, and it is therapeutic for me in a lot of ways to be able to just talk to you guys, have a little fun, talk about get my mind off of other things. So I decided to just put this live stream up. I was going to do it like members only chat. Then I was going to do it members only live stream. But then I was like, you know what? I haven't spoken to you guys in a little bit as a whole. So let me go ahead and open it up to everyone because I missed you guys. So, you know, I appreciate you. This went off on a really big tangent. I appreciate you for giving the support. You have no idea. You have no idea. But thank you. Tabitha and Victor are the biggest L characters. Kind of. Victor is really, really, really high up there. He's really high up there. It's like I said, it's not a pity competition between Boyd, Tabitha, Henry, and others. A lot of people are going. Kenny, oh my gosh, Fuhan. A lot of people are going through it in this show, but I agree that Victor is among. His name is in the conversation. He's top 3, 100%. You guys are still debating the wager, the man in white versus, I'm sorry, the man in white, the boy in white. He's like a man now. Boy in white versus the man in yellow. Maybe, I don't think it's as simple as a wager anymore. I'm starting to feel like it's something a little bit more symbolic than just a wager, but we'll see. I don't think the boy in white is a good entity. I define good. I think the boy in white just might temporarily have some goals that align with the people of Frumtown. What do you think about the crows and the man in yellow? So I didn't get back to the crows. So the crows, I had a couple things I was thinking about the crows because I also think there's something to say about the trees. Now, you might remember my old theory a while back that the trees have their own motive. Maybe I can find it. It's not a long theory. It's like maybe 1 minute long, and I think I found it. Let me just go ahead and play that theory for you guys. It's one of my older theories, but I think, man, man, look at me. Ooh, I look good. Let me go ahead and show y'all. Man, look at me. How long ago was this? Looking all. Who is that young man? Who is that young man? Let me just go ahead.
And I noticed when rewatching the first episode is when Jim and his family see the tree, Jim theorizes that maybe the tree was knocked down by a storm. And Tabitha comments that it would have to be a real selective storm. But if you notice, the tree that's blocking their path is completely uprooted. Furthermore, you'll see that the tree is actually in pretty terrible shape with its branches all seemingly broken and what appears to be white marks going up and down the side of the tree. Now, I didn't notice this on my first viewing, but it almost looks like pieces of the bark of the tree were broken off or were hacked at with a blunt object, resulting in these white marks. We don't really understand what's going on with the trees and their symbolism in the show, but I think it's really interesting that this tree is in this particular state when it's first encountered. I can't help but wonder if maybe the people monster creatures, things, and the trees, maybe they hate the trees and they damage them when they find them. Anyway, switching back to the episode.
So yeah, here we go. So back to that little theory of mine about the monsters um hating the trees. Now, I've thought about this for a little while now, where potentially the monsters maybe there's a reason the trees are moving. Now, we had this concept about the trees moving introduced back in season 1 when Victor was measuring the distance from Colony House, and he always was talking about how it's a sign. And he would use it to try to prepare for something if they moved. We also have the ravens. Those are the very first visual elements that are associated with Frumtown that we get introduced to when the show starts. When people in the show get introduced to Frumtown, we got our firsthand experience of it with the Matthews when they saw it with the RV, as in that clip. It's a tree and it's a raven. You don't see monsters, you don't see the town, you see a tree and you see the ravens. Now, some folks are out there saying that the ravens are potential avatars for the man in yellow. Kind of like Odin. He's got his two ravens. I think, what are their names? Hugin and Mugen, something like that. I forget their names. But he's got these two ravens that are his all seeing eyes. And they travel throughout the world, seeing things for Odin and transmitting information back to him visually through their actual eyes. People think that maybe these ravens in this show are similar to that relationship that Odin has with his ravens, in that they're avatars for the man in yellow. I kind of can see that. But there's also the possibility that the ravens are an avatar of good and they're trying to communicate or warn when they appear. They always squawk, they always are vocal, and they always appear when things are about to get more dangerous. So there's definitely a couple of different ways we can look at the way that the ravens or crows are being used as visuals in this show. I'm personally on board with the idea that they're teasing and that they're on the side of the man in yellow. But there is some reasonable doubt when Sophia sees them at the funeral. She's a little surprised, right? She doesn't really look fully confident or certain, I should say, when she sees them. Let me pull up this scene because this scene actually has a lot of different things to talk about now that we're getting into it. Um, and then I'm gonna start to wrap up because we've been going for a little while, but especially for an unexpected live stream, right? Like I didn't even really write this one out. Um, come on, stop spinning and start showing. Come on, let's try it again. Huh. back. Ooh, that was weird. That was weird. But let me get back into what I was trying to show you guys. Yeah, there's this moment here. So they show up when there's things are about to get more dangerous. And this scene right here is interesting for a few reasons. One, obviously, one of them shows up right at the head of one of the bodies. I don't know which body it is. It could be Jim's, it could be Pastor, whatever. Um, but there's a couple of interesting things going on in this scene. What I noticed in this scene, obviously, a few of you guys have caught on to it as well. Um, Hide this, is that a lot of people are looking up at the Ravens. Some people are not. I caught that Randall right here. My guy is looking dead at the ground. He's looking dead at the ground, and it seems like he's looking dead at that Raven. Like he's locked in. Sophia, she looks a little confused. Like she sees it and she's like, "That- huh? Like what? Huh? Huh?" Right? She's got that weird what's going on. NPC, Jim, Quiet Place, he's over here. He's looking around too. He's trying to figure it out. This dude, I don't know what's going on with his head. I don't know what happened there. I don't know. Julie, I can't see her face at all, but it looks like she's looking towards maybe Randall. She might be looking at Randall. She could be looking at Victor, but she's not looking at it either way. And oh, this chick, Marielle, what is she locked in on? The Ravens. So the Cicada 3 are not doing what everyone else is. They're being a little bit different in this moment. Clara is in the mix next to Sophia. Oh man. Y'all not gonna leave Clara alone, are y'all? Y'all not gonna leave Clara alone. Oh, wait. What do we got? What do we
Hey, I wanna let y'all know. Hey, I wanna let y'all know.
You got a call link, want to discuss a theory with you. I was gonna set it up. It's something I've been testing and playing with in the background. Um, I see other live streamers use the call link where you could call in and talk about it. I actually set up some stuff for it. Like I have a number. Let me see. I don't think the number. I gotta fix the number, but I have a number. Ah, it's gone. It's gone. I have a number set up for it, and I was setting up some graphics because I was like, man, this would be really cool where I allow members to call in and share their theory. So let me show you something. Let me show you this graphic I set up. Yeah. Yeah. Hold on. I gotta yeah. Yeah. Right? Where people could call in, give your theory, and then we all vote. Hey, it goes on the board, meaning I'm gonna have a whiteboard of all of our popular theories, and we're gonna keep it in the board. We're gonna box it. Meaning it's going in the box till later. Faraway tree, we're getting rid of it. Jade mode, you unlock something. Donna side eye, I don't know about that one, or it needs more clues. Meaning, I'm not saying I rock with it. I'm not saying I'm against it. I'm just saying I need more information. So I started to put this together. It's going to be a segment that's going to be coming up. It is something that I'm going to keep members only for now, mainly because I think we'll probably open it up for like major moments for like mid-season and season finale. We'll open it up to everyone. Otherwise, these live streams get long. They get long. So yeah, I'll probably keep it members only for now. It is coming. I got the graphic in place. clearly I'm working, guys. I'm working. So I have this one here. Maybe in the future I'll be able to use this one is when we have a special guest. We'll be able to talk about theories. I have a couple more backgrounds and stuff, but we're getting the sus list. So this one was supposed to be for characters we think are sus. I still got to finish working on this one, but characters we think are sus. But yeah, um, I think that's most of my notes. Let me just check my little notes real quick. So we talked about Ethan, we talked about Tabitha, we talked about Julie and Randall a little bit. Um, I'm trying to be careful to not say things that didn't happen in this episode because there's some stuff that happens and I don't want to accidentally refer to the wrong episode. So, quick observation. I'm gonna pull this up for you guys, and guys, let's be nice. This is my way of seeing the episodes. I don't get them the way that you guys get them on a nice 1080p crisp stream. I get a web link, you know, and it's something different. So, oh wow, why did it put me over there? All right, I'll sit over here. But yeah, this episode had a couple things. Now, this scene here, I thought was particularly interesting for not for what was happening in the scene, not what was going on with these characters, not what they were discussing, but mainly for the visuals. Now, did you guys notice the visuals in this scene? Oh man, I just lost it. He was just there. Man, I lost it. Anyway, here we go. This scene here, 29:17. That's where I'm at. Anybody know? Anybody see something familiar here? Let me know when you see it. Let me know in the comments when you see it. Do you see something familiar here? Okay, just read my comment then. I missed it. I missed it. I missed it. Where's it go? Julie is actually an ancient character, time traveling that went back to the beginning and actually placed a tree there to continue trapping the souls of Jade and Tabitha until the. Mm. Julie is actually an ancient character, time traveling that went back to the beginning and actually placed the tree there to continue. I'm almost on board except for the whole ancient thing. I don't know if she needs to be someone ancient when you're a time traveler. You could literally just visit any point in time you want. So she could just be on some Marvel Kang the Conqueror type energy and just be making her way through the time stream, if you know what I mean. It could just be that. I do believe that she is planting things in the past to affect some sort of outcome that we haven't really confirmed yet. But yeah, I'm on board with Julie doing more than it appears. I watched this video the other day. Thank you. Listen, watch my deep dives because I go into this stuff fine in a live, but when my deep dive, my videos, and I'm breaking it down, I'm catching little details. Some of the stuff I let off as a joke, some of them is dead serious. So check out my deep dive if you haven't checked it out already. Definitely strongly encourage it. Everything She seems to make all the wrong decisions. I don't know why, but I just thought of this weird Dave Chappelle joke. And I'm going to be careful because it's a very risque joke. But all it felt like was like, you're just making the car ride longer. Like, if you know the joke, you get it. If you know the joke, you get it. Oh man. The man in yellow does not mess with the Ravens. That's the vibe I've been getting to. But I'm asking about this scene. I'm getting distracted. Let me see if you guys caught on to this scene. Ooh, yeah. I see ya. I see ya. I see ya. Yeah. We together on it. Did Boyd ever notice? Now that is the question. I don't think Boyd's been down here long enough. I don't think he's really given it a lot of thought, honestly. The basement is in Colony House, right? Yeah, this is where Julie and Elgin had like their little fake date. And then I think they smoked weed. I think they had a little fake date down here. Remember the quoted theory? Victor's cycle never ended because Victor survived. The town replaced the players. I don't know if so. I'm with you, and I'm not trying to tear you down, but I got to poke a little hole here. Out of love, we really don't know what signifies the end of a cycle. I'm with you and like, hey, I would think it would be everybody getting deleted. That would be the end of a cycle, but we don't know that. Could be just certain people get deleted. Could be just most of the people get deleted. Maybe. Right now, we just know that there are cycles. We don't know how they start. We don't know how they end, but we're starting to understand what happens in the middle. The show's going to the caves. There's the answers. I hope so. I believe the boy in white. Oh, wait, hold on. I believe the boy in white is the actual town. Maybe. But he could leave town, right? He went to the real world with Tabitha. Maybe. I'm on the maybe train with this one. I just need a little more. I don't love it. I don't hate it. Maybe. Hey, did Julie start story walking after she smoked weed? So does that form of drug help unlock powers? But Tabitha ain't do no weed, and she was seeing the ashy babies. At first, I wondered if he was the boy Sarah was supposed to kill. I did too. With you on that. Let me see. Did I have anything else in my notes? Ethan, man in yellow. We did questions and theories. We talked about Boyd. Victor remembered, man. Uh, 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 uh. Yeah. 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 So here's where I'm just gonna kind of switch gears here because I'm starting to bleed things together a little bit between this episode and next episode. And I don't want to really get into spoiling the episode for you in ways that I'm not supposed to. I'm under very strict rules by the fine folks at MGM Plus as far as what I can and cannot share with the Frumley. But you know what? There are things I'm allowed to share. So you may have already seen these things. They may have already begun to come down your timeline. But how about we take a couple of moments and take a few looks at images from an upcoming episode of From. Now, I have images from the very next episode. I actually have images from a couple episodes, so I can put them up. I'm going to put a spoiler warning for you guys. You guys can decide if this is something you want to see. These are just images. I'm not going to give any context to them. I'm going to put them up, and I'm going to pull up all of your best theories as to what you think is happening in these images that are coming up. Here's your chance. If you want to turn away, now's your chance. Still here? All right, let's get into it. Now, this is from episode 4. This is from episode 4. There's certain things happening here that I'm not going to say anything, but there are things happening here. Not going to say a word, but there's things happening in this scene. If you know where to look. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Remember the trailer where Victor remembers something? Since the spoiler warning was just said, I don't know if I should say what he said. No. Mm-mm. Kind of. Don't say anything. Yeah, ready for the next one, or you want me to let this one sit for a second? Let me know in the comments. I'm gonna give y'all 20 seconds, and then whoever's got the majority wins. Keep going, or zoom in. Anything in particular we need to see in this scene? We want to talk about Randall, but we didn't want to talk about Fatima and the thruple situation. Okay. All right. We're going to the next one, y'all. We're going to the next one. Now, this image looks familiar to some folks, I know. It was the really famous Everybody's Blue image. Yeah. Everybody Blue. It's not looking good for our heroes. It's not looking good for our heroes. It's definitely not looking good. Ready for the next one? I got some more. wrong with y'all? What is yo? Y'all really want Ethan and Julie to have no parents? None? That's diabolical. That's nasty work. That's nasty work. That's nasty work. Nah, y'all ain't gonna catch me slipping much. I think I slipped a couple times in this live stream, but I don't think anybody caught it. What are they looking at? We need to know. It's 10 p.m. Do you know where your victor is? Mm. Mm. You don't say. Is it? It was never that close to the porch before? Are you sure? Now you just trying to make me laugh. Now you just trying to break me. Now you doing it on purpose. I'm going on to the next image. Y'all ain't even cracking theories on this one. Let's see what else we got here. It's like New York Undercover. Oh man. So I'll admit some of these photos, they hit harder when you know what's happening in these moments. We know the setup. We saw it. Like I said, the rocket is being pulled into position before it takes off. It's going to go down. Yeah. See how that went? 2-1. 2 to get the F away from me. You know what I mean? But yeah. Let me see. Is there anything else? I think that's the last one for this episode. For episode 4, that is my last image. I'm going to close that one out. I'm going to give you a quick look at. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought it was going to be a little bit more interesting. I really did. My bad, y'all. I have one. This is from episode 6, but it's not as hype as I thought it was going to be. This is from episode 6. So I got images from episode 4 and I got images from episode 6. And let's just say by the time Boyd gets through episode 5, he goes from what he was looking like on the porch of Colony House to like, tell it to me again. Slowly. Nobody knows about the man in yellow in the town. Do you have a teaser vid for the next episode? Do I have it? No, I've never seen a teaser vid in my life for this show. I usually rely on you guys and other YouTubers. Usually the other YouTubers will sit there and they'll make videos. Yeah, I usually rely on other YouTubers to do that kind of stuff where they find the next episode clip, and then they go into it and break it down and do their theories and stuff. It's a little unfair for me though to do next episodes, mainly because I've seen the next episode already. So it's not like I can sit here and be like, oh, I wonder what's going to happen. It's not fair. It's disingenuous. I'd rather just give the opportunity to those other YouTubers who are trying to, get views, and they're doing it. God bless them. They're doing it. But yeah, that's really like the main reason why I don't do teasers. One, I don't see them. Two, the other YouTubers do a good job with them. I'm sitting over here. You know what? Let me show you guys what I'm looking at. I'm all sorts of distracted. I'm sitting over here looking at their Instagram, where they go into some cool stuff.
Close now, but I'm afraid you're running out of time.
Dad?
Right, they bring back this little scene of Jim with Ethan back in the RV.
How are you?
Ethan was having a dream.
It hurts.
No.
And he told us about his
You
dream.
got a little
with wake
banged
of
up.
Tears.
I saw it.
That was an
What'd you
important
see?
one.
I saw the lake of tears.
I used to
They
be a
have this
ballet
cool
dancer.
little
That's something
thing
a
of Harold
lot of
dancing.
people pay attention
Cute.
to.
I can do a pretty okay Jennifer Coolidge impression. And I'm taking the dumbass.
Oh, I cook a really good omelet. Completely normal. Cheese, spinach, maybe some mushrooms, onions.
No, I'm like very average at like many things. There's no fluid, there's no lid, there's nothing. Okay. No, it's not okay.
I bake a pretty mean cheesecake. It's delicious.
I'm a bit of a contortionist. Yeah.
I can make like a water droplet sound. I can make water sounds. Wait, no, wait, that's not it. Hold on. There it goes, yeah?
There's something I need to tell you. I'm a dancer, but I feel like half the cast are also dancers, so I don't think it's really hidden.
I'm a really good swimmer. I can water ski. I've had to drive a boat for a role before.
I'm sort of a jack of all trades in a way. I did renovate a house by myself.
I can say, hola, muchos gracias por mirar from Los Amamos.
I used to.
My favorite scare, the first time the boy hears the creature speak to him.
You said this place couldn't break you. Do you remember that, boy? You don't fucking break me.
I love the moment that Smiley comes up on the bus
and he kills the couple. That was something else.
Jade, he goes into the root cellar. I had to stop it and like take a second before I started it again.
They were dissecting the monster.
Does this little finger thing.
Fuck!
It gets me every time.
Made me jump off the couch.
I still love the scene Jasper the puppet shows up and then Jade screams right back at him.
When the monster comes from the roof to get Ethan, that was crazy.
That was good. The scene where Father Cautry is killed.
When Elgin is driving us to the clinic, there's this one branch that gets me every time.
Can you go any faster?
I shit my pants.
My overall favorite is when you see the old lady and the little kid
in the window, in the openings. It's just so iconic.
And you know from that moment on, oh, this is scary.
There you go!
I need you to do something very important. The night we arrived here, and we crashed the RV and we were...
So yeah, I was sitting here. I got a little distracted looking at the From on MGM Plus Instagram. There's always such cool stuff on this Instagram. If you guys follow the actual cast members on social media, they often share some really cool things in support of the show, ahead of the show. I did pull up a couple of quick things that I thought you guys might like. So let me see if I can get to it really quickly. What is this? That's not it. I don't know what that is. So there's this cool little scene here where AJ Simmons, aka Randall, posted some cool stuff showing off his cool little wicked scar and stuff. Some behind the scenes images. Elgin over here getting, I don't know what he's doing. He's doing it though. He's doing it. He's doing it. AJ again, collapsed house. So yeah, there's some cool stuff that they get to post. For those of you who follow Ricky He, aka Kenny, he's been posting some hilarious stuff about him not being in the season 3 trailer. That was a good little. Oh wait, hold on. Sorry. This is something else with Nia Long and. Sorry. This was from my Michael interview. I accidentally mixed that in there. Apologies. But yeah, that's all I had for this one. Look, for those of you who have been joining and rocking with us for the 2 hours, I really, really appreciate y'all. Thank y'all. I didn't know what I was going to do. I didn't know if anybody was going to turn out. I didn't really have much of an agenda. I'm not even using my regular camera. But I'm having fun. I'm having fun with the Frumly. You guys are making me feel good. Thank y'all. I want to thank you so much. If you're new here to the movie blog, please do me a favor. Hit that like button. Hit that hype button. Subscribe. If you're watching this on a replay, comment, like, share, all that good stuff. And when you're ready, come back next weekend. I did a little something different last time with the premiere of the episode. Instead of doing it at like midnight or 1 a.m., I did it at 8 a.m. the next day. Let me know, when do you watch the show? And when do you want to deep dive into it? Are you guys watching it when it airs on television? Are you up at midnight waiting for it to appear on the MGM Plus app? What are you doing? When are you ready to get into this show? Let me know. I'll put up a poll. That's all I got for this one. I'm going to check y'all all later. Peace.